Charlie's in charge. I have a favorite scarf and a favorite mug. I have a favorite chair and a favorite... Julia Cameron, in her book It's Never Too Late to Begin Again, doesn't really call these habits or little things. She calls them daily touchstones. Do you need to go outside? I want you to see what happens when I grab for the leash. Are you so excited? Are you so excited? Yes, you are. We're going to go on a quick walk. We're going to take a quick walk over here by the river. It's beautiful today, even though it's cloudy. This is one of my touchstones. Also, stopping to sniff things. That's something we have to do. For Charlie, that's definitely a touchstone. Yeah, I think they're building something over here. No, there is our neighborhood porta potty. Don't you wish you had a porta potty in your neighborhood? In retirement, some of our daily touchstones, if not all, change. When I retired almost 4 years ago, I knew that things would change because I was moving, not just to a different house, but to a different state. So I was leaving behind my favorite coffee shop, the people that I saw on a daily basis, my favorite Quick Trip store, which is a convenience store specific to a certain part of the country, and I miss it very much. I miss you, Quick Trip. I miss my favorite Coney Island restaurant that serves spanakopita, as well as some other delicious Greek favorites. There was my favorite coffee shop. I was involved with a couple of different theater groups. I had a regular weekly meeting with an improv company and a weekly rehearsal with a band. I miss those guys. They were touchstones for me. And since moving, I've had to create some new touchstones. Those include things like regular visits to see my parents, being in touch with my kids as they become adults and are no longer living with me, as well as things like I have routines around how I drink my coffee and how I drink my tea. I have a place that I go to work a couple of days a week that I love. I've met a lot of really special and friendly people and have built some daily touchstones around the things that I do here where I live now, including walks with friends, taking pictures of wildlife, and walks with my dog, and walks with my husband. Sounds like I walk a lot more than I probably do. Maybe I should take that on. I watched a video about a guy who took on taking 25,000 steps a day. It was a really interesting video too. I want to recommend that. Up here somewhere. Right there. Over there. In the book, in week 4, Julia Cameron says, as we search for a sense of purpose in retirement, we do well to get in touch with the small things that matter to us. Many times, the larger answers that feel elusive are actually closer than we think, present before us in many small clues. In the book, she has a task, and the task is about touchstones. And it's kind of like those journaling tasks where you write down all of your favorite things. This is similar to that, but she breaks it down even more specifically. She says, make a list of 25 things you love, then select one item you can access today. A cold winter's evening becomes cozy when we access the touchstone of a fire, which I do almost every day when it's cold. And it's cold right now. I love sitting in front of this little heater that pretends to be a fireplace. And I have this great swivel chair and some new lounge chairs that my parents gave us, and I just find myself so happy and comfortable. Looks like Charlie's trying to get comfortable right now too. So here's the rest of that little section. An afternoon spent writing becomes friendly when a favorite CD is set to play. Ooh, I have told myself I can't listen to my Lizzo CD unless I'm working out. You'd think I'd be working out a lot more, but I do love Lizzo. In naming things that we love, it can help to enumerate touchstones for each of the senses. And then she goes through taste, touch, smell, sound, and sight and those things that really tie you to your own physical identity. And I think for a lot of us, we lose touch with that when we retire because we're a little bit lost overall. You don't have the same daily routine, and so you struggle to find if you have any routine at all. And a new routine doesn't take long to build up. But I don't think it's just about routine. I think it's about connecting with the environment that you're in. And so if you are connecting with your environment through activities that you do, and they don't even have to be activities that you do on a daily basis. For my friends, we walk 3 times a week, and those are things that connect me to the earth, to my friendship group, to my local environment, and to the outdoors in general, because we always see great wildlife while we're out on these walks. Another thing that you can say connects you to your environment and to the physicality of being a human being is something as simple as a really good cup of Earl Grey hot. Or a great cup of coffee. We have a wonderful little coffee shop that just opened recently, and it's starting to become, if not a routine, a touchstone. Because I think a touchstone doesn't have to be a daily thing. It just has to be something that keeps you present and grounded. And there are things like that in our lives all around us, no matter where we are or what we're doing. Even in the worst of circumstances, you can find something that makes you feel connected. In Julia Cameron's book, she writes a lot of stories about people that she's worked with. And for the most part, these stories are pretty good. But I think what's even better is when you tell your own stories. What are the stories you tell about your daily life? Because life is a series of stories. That's the truth. It is a series of stories. That is how we define ourselves. It's how we exist in the world. We exist through our stories. What kinds of stories are you telling about yourself? Are you struggling through the day and glumping around going, ugh, I hate doing this, I hate doing this, I hate doing this? Or are you looking at these things that you're doing as opportunities and things that you get to do? And if you really hate doing something, why are you doing it? There are always other jobs, other activities, other people to become friends with. So look at your life. Seriously look at your life and see what is bringing the joy to your life. And ultimately, it has to be you. You have to be the one bringing the joy and making the decisions. It's a study of one, and only you know what's going to work for you, no matter what your friends or your family or your coworkers or your neighbors tell you about what should be making you happy. Only you know what makes you feel good. So think about that when you're thinking about your touchstones. And I'm going to finish with this. Touchstones are personal. They remind us of our own identity. They put us in touch with what brings us joy. I hope watching these videos is bringing you joy, and if it is, I hope you will subscribe. YouTube really likes it when people subscribe because it makes it look like people are really enjoying the videos. So I hope you're really enjoying the videos and you'll subscribe. Also, I hope you will like it by pressing the like button if you like it. If you don't worry about it. Just don't press the don't like button. And also, I have all the links to the books that I'm reviewing here in my videos. If you want to look at any of those books, you can probably find them at your local library. I told everybody that at the beginning, and I'm going to tell you now, your local library will carry almost any book that you want to read. And if they can't find it in their own building, they will do an interlibrary loan that allows you to check out the book from your library while they've checked it out from another library. So anyway, enough about libraries. Just get one of these books and dive in, figure out what it is that you want, what brings you joy, and do your own study of one. And we'll talk about all this more in the next video. Did I remember to tell you guys to like the video? Okay, subscribe. Bye! feeling boring.
Hmm?
I'm feeling boring.
We'll stop that.